In this video, we'll be breaking down different elements in the match played at the Joburg Open between Richard and Egmond versus Shaun and Luan. Timestamps have been provided in the video description for anyone who wishes to watch a specific part of the video. Enjoy. An important tactical play that the serving team employed in the match when Egmond served was to direct their first volley at Shaun, irrespective of where the serve was aimed. The ideal area for the volley to be hit is preferably deep in the court. The decision to go with this approach could be due to several reasons. Being that this is a high-level South African match, we can rule out that Richard and Egmond are fridging Luan out of the match. Richard and Egmond may find Shaun is more predictable in his response to this pattern of play than Luan would be. Another reason could be that they have redirected the first volley to Luan in previous matches, but did not feel that this play was the most beneficial one. Let's have a look at a returning pattern that Richard likes to use in matches. When the server serves the ball down the tee, Richard will intentionally let the ball travel past him and only make contact with the ball once it is rebounded back to him off the back glass. Apart from deciding in which direction to hit the ball, Richard has the option of hitting the return low over the net or as a lob. By letting the ball hit the back glass, Richard buys himself more time to hit the return as well as slows the tempo of the point. Some serving teams may prefer that the returners hit their return immediately, before the ball contacts the glass, which naturally speeds the game up. Richard uses this tactic perfectly to never let the serving team get into a rhythm on their service games. A sneaky return Egmond uses here is one where he'll take the pace off the ball while aiming for one of the net player's feet. If executed properly, this slows the rhythm of the point down and does not allow the net players to easily hit an aggressive ball back. For this segment, we will be focusing on where the server should stand when serving. At the higher levels of the game, two popular formations are used, which we will be diving into. The first of these, using tennis terms, is the Australian formation, or more popularly known as the Aussie formation. Here in the illustration, we can see both the server and his partner are on the right side of the court. As the server has to move to his left after serving, he needs to make sure he travels the shortest distance towards the net. For this reason, you will see the server stand right next to the center line. The second of these formations is your standard doubles formation where, if we split the court into a left and right side, the server and the net player are on opposite sides to each other. The server can now stand further away from the center line when serving. This formation is far easier for the server when he moves towards the net, as he never has to cross into the left hemisphere of the court. Here we will look at two different serving styles, with emphasis on how the player's feet move during the serve. Bear in mind that we are using right-handed players in this video. First up, we'll have a look at the more traditional approach that Richard uses, whereby he steps forward with his left foot before hitting the ball and then, thereafter, steps into the court with his right foot. Now, let's have a look at the more unconventional approach that Egmond uses, where he steps forward using the right foot before hitting the ball, followed up with his left leg to step into the court. It just goes to show how different approaches work for different individuals. We are going to look at the toughest smash that you can hit in paddle, the backhand smash. Pay attention to the placement chosen by the players, which is mostly very short so that the ball can bounce over the glass panels and outside the court. Notice how all the backhand smashes in these clips were hit off glass rebounds from the opposition's normal aggressive smashes. This is the one shot most recreational players will not have in their arsenal. To close out this video, let's appreciate the creative skills that our top South African players utilize when competing in the top national tournaments. These trick shots do not just appear as part of a person's game, and therefore have to be learned and practiced. Plays like these occasionally are important for getting the crowd or viewers watching excited during the match. Thanks for watching this breakdown. Be on the lookout for any future videos on the channel.